Alright. Couple days off. Should have been working out yesterday, but I got too drunk on Monday night. Woke up with a hangover after getting not enough sleep. And I got home from work and instantly went to bed. So, that's that. I guess I'm going to start this half week with what I started with last week and also kind of what I ended with. Which is chest. I think I wanted at 14. That might be a little low, but fine by me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put 10s on or 5s on, but I think I'm just going to take the step up to 155. See how it goes. Because I did like 3 sets of 10, 135 last week, and it wasn't that tough. Fuck yeah. I said a little low, but it might be a little high. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. 10 for each set. Might be pushing it towards the last one, but maybe it'll help as I get warmed up. Yeah, it should be good. One thing I've been thinking about is like when it comes to goals, especially goals that involve more than yourself, you know, a lot of moving parts and not just your environment and what's around you, like, oh, I want to get a promotion at work, something like that. You put in the effort, it gets recognized, you get what you want. But if you have goals that differ from just like moving up, so to speak, but creating something new, you need all hands on deck. And one thing I think about is like, you can have all the support in the world from friends and family. That's fantastic. Everyone needs that type of support. But sometimes what you need to really get things going is pressure. Now, when you think support, it's like holding you up, keeping you afloat. You think pressure, you need to think like negatively, like it's a lot of force driving you down, taking you down, all that stuff. But it kind of like, to me, would be like a sense of urgency. I see a coffee that I left out here last week. It does not look that good right now. but yeah, pressure. It's the just need it, you know. Support is great. Support does wonders. But when it's creating something new, goals like that, can only help you so much. You know, it's the pat on the back, like, you can do it. Okay, but I'm not doing it. I need pressure. Got to make diamonds with this pressure, you know, type shit. And one of the ideas I have is got to get all the guys together for it. And if the guys don't take it seriously, it's not going to be fruitful. You know, especially if they aren't putting in the energy that you would so dearly need. Especially in I don't know, let me do this set, then I'll get back to that train of thought. Hopefully I don't lose that train of thought. Yeah, that moved a lot better than the first set. But like, also, like, the energy put in is one thing, but the mindset is what dictates the energy. And I paint this picture of what the goal should be. I can only iterate that and communicate it so much for it to take shape in someone else's mind. But they ain't gonna see it like I see it, you know? They either look at it too large, or they get hyper focused on something in that picture. And, you know, it struggles of trying to do something more. But as long as I keep at this, I think I'm moving in the right direction. Because in terms of support, you are your greatest ally. In terms of pressure, you can be your greatest foe. But if you know how to apply that pressure in the right spots, it ain't gonna do nothing but help. Yeah. Could do biceps with these this little set of bench, but fuck me if I ain't gonna say I'm lazy. It is supposed to be cooler tomorrow at least, but it's gonna be full of rain, I think, which I don't mind. But in terms of here, in this garage, with my Lamborghini and my bookcase, it floods in here. And the low spot is where the squat rack is. So eventually I'm gonna have to do something about that. And one thing I gotta do as well, granted I don't have the time for it, so to speak, short form content. I gotta edit this, chop out the stupid stuff, or maybe just chop up the little bit of good stuff and put them on shorts or something. Because the amount of engagement you get on that, granted, it ain't real engagement. It's just like you know, scrolling through, oh, what's this video? Oh, what's this video? Oh, what's this? None of that shit matters. But it's cool looking at the analytics page on the YouTube thing, so that is cool. I just got to be consistent with it. Didn't do anything this weekend. You can probably see the mirror still on the floor, not lifted up. Couldn't even tell you what I did Saturday or Sunday. Played a little bit of video games. Saturday I went and played Magic. I got like second to last place in the pre-release tournament thing. But it was fun. Got some cool cards. I am tired though. But I'm never like, I was talking to my mom about this months ago, and it's come up multiple times, but like very rarely am I like tired enough to just crawl into bed and pass out. Especially not after a day of work or anything like that. Granted, I don't do much strenuous activity at work, but hopefully this will change that up. But I'll probably have to start doing this in the morning so I'm not completely exhausted by the end of the day. But then I run into the issue of I get up in the morning, I have nothing to eat because I gotta go straight to work. So I either get up early enough to where I can have a little snack, but then I'm not gonna be able to digest it for the workout. And go to work, eat, either on the way or right before I leave, and fuck me if everything ain't just a chore. Granted, it is my fault for having a job that's 65 miles away, but the pay is nice, people are aight, and there's room to grow, so that's a positive. The second 10 moved better than the first 10. The last 10, probably gonna be where the fun is. I was trying to go for like 3 reps in a row before I took a pause. But I really do just want to focus on the squeeze of the chest. And the movement of my arms. I don't know if that's 9 or 10. 9 or 8. Let's say that's a nice 10. Fuck. Woo. Feels good. My fiance always tells me that it doesn't matter how long I haven't worked out, because as soon as I get back into it, I blow up like a balloon or something. And I do see it. Granted, I'm the only one looking at me every day, besides her, so I'm gonna see it more than others. But it does feel good. I don't know what else would I do. Could do triceps. Maybe I'll do a little bit of shoulders tonight. Do legs tomorrow. Gotta do some core, and maybe back the day after that, and be Friday. Try to get a weekend lift in, seeing how I fucked up this week. What do I want to do? Flies. Did it with 5s last week, but the 5s were a little nothing in terms of how sore I was. Granted, maybe I didn't do enough. If adding 5 pounds to this, I'll surely feel it tomorrow. It's a little more difficult to do right now. And one thing that really stopped me from pursuing something like this earlier in life, granted, like I took shots at it, but I didn't pursue it because, one, I didn't know what there was to pursue. You know, everyone thinks of being an influencer or someone on social media as a way to make money and feel good about themselves. You know, everyone's liking your post, saying, oh my goodness, good job, or whoa, that's so cool, shit like that. I don't really care about any of that shit. And it's probably a good thing I didn't, 6-7 years ago, because I myself was easily influenced back then. I'm a growing kid. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy with how much I've grown to this point. And I think I'm less likely to waver or make bad decisions because I know better. I think I can do some skull crushers besides my flies, or alongside my flies. And one thing I started working out for is because I need to get my body healthy enough to where I can be confident in what I'm passing down for generations to come, right? Too, because gotta stay healthy. Lord knows I was not staying as healthy as I could, whether it be eating too much, drinking too much, not being active enough. That's one thing. But I do want to start getting into the rolling machine that my brother has, an erg, as he calls it, because that is good for your heart. Certainly sweating up a storm though, jeez. It's like it's 80 degrees out here or something. And I saw something online about how Tampa, Florida had its first day in recorded history of over 100 degrees. It's like crazy to think about, because fucking Florida, alright? But global warming, am I right? I forget where I heard it from. But when you're doing flies or anything, shoulders, you want to like point with your elbow, because that'll engage most of your shoulder compared to if you're just like flopping it around. I try, but ain't nobody perfect. Gotta hit it fast and hard. Yeah, what you get. Slow and passionate. I gotta get a closer grip, I guess. Woo. I do like working out. What are we at? 22 minutes? Yeah, I go for longer. I don't know what else I would do though. Kind of keeping it really basic right now. And one thing, I do like looking at myself. And I can't say I don't like being a show off, but my Instagram is full of things that say otherwise. But like I said, you gotta grow to know. Fuck yeah. Woo. Drippy with sweat. I'm gonna do these ones sitting down, right? I just don't like how I have grip on these Yeah, I think it's a little better. Feel me throwing my own body, trying to get those reps. And I've only had a 7.5 pound plate. I think that'd be the perfect medium. I do have to shave because my job has a facial hair policy. Not because I don't think people look good in facial hair. More so because we work with food products. Not food products, but things that go with food products. And gotta wear hair nets, beard nets if you have a beard, or anything longer than, I think it's 1/4 inch, might be 1/8 of an inch. But I'm definitely coming up on that 1/4 inch. So, gotta shave. There's this thing you can do with skull crushers where you go down, extend it, hit your lats a little bit, I think. But I think this is too heavy for me to do that comfortably for reps. But I do have to start doing workouts for more targeted muscle groups. And I did want to do a standing 1-arm press, where you stick a bar in a corner and you're pressing it like that. But I don't have the setup for that right now. Alright, I think I'm going to end it with hammer curls. I'm not going to do a couple sets, I'm just going to go for reps. I say reps, but I was on 10 on each arm. Ooh. Fuck yeah. Feeling on my left more than my right, but fuck it. That's it. I do want to take my shirt off and look at myself in the mirror, but I'll just do that when I get upstairs. Let's see if this breaks it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Goofball. Stupid. Why would I say that? I'm not a YouTuber.